Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest. The worst performing company on the ASX on the 17th of August 2023 is a company called NextEd Group with the ticker code NXD. Now, I will always remember this company as iCollege, and then for some reason they changed the name for iCollege to NextEd Group. I'm always wary of companies changing their name. For some reason, I think they're doing it for nefarious reasons. They're doing it so the market can forget their old name and remember them as the new name. And I'm just being really cynical in saying that because quite a few companies have changed the name and it hasn't been because of bad reasons. So maybe NextEd Group changed the name for good reasons. And I understand that sometimes companies can go through significant transformations and that's why they will change the name. But I've just seen a few companies change the name because the old name was not looked upon with nice thoughts and that sort of thing. Anyway, so NextEd Group is down 33% so far today. Now, I am recording this video about 20 minutes before trading has finished. That's not including the trading auction. So more than likely, when a company has seen the share price drop 33% in one day, more than likely they have released some negative news. Now, that's not always the case because the second worst performing company on this particular list on market index is Emperor Energy. Now, that company has a market cap of $3 million and only $5,000 worth of shares has been traded today. So maybe one or two people decided to sell their Emperor Energy shares and that forced the share price down 27%. But when you looked at NextEd Group, over $3 million of value of shares traded, well, the market cap is 178 million. So a lot of volume is coming through. Now, even though the share price is down 33%, in the past year, the share price of this company is actually up 19.3%. So looks like just based off the year price change, there has been some positiveness in regards to NextEd Group. So now let's have a look at what has caused the share price of this company drop 33% in one day. And the easiest way to understand this is to have a look at the announcements the company has released. Now, you can go to the ASX website and filter it by company, but I prefer ComSec. It's a very easy to use platform, and on the web, the company page, they have announcements section. You just click on the announcements and list all the company's announcements over the past month. Then you can filter that by 3 months, 1 year, 2 year, or custom. So straight away, we can see NextEd Group released a trading update at 8:09 a.m. Now, trading updates are the most powerful type of announcement a company can release, particularly if it's a profit upgrade or profit downgrade. Now, you don't want to be holding a company's shares if they release a profit downgrade because then the shares could fall 20, 30, 40, 50% in one day. Now, if a company releases a profit upgrade, typically you will see the share price react positively, and sometimes the share price can react positively over the following 3, 6 months or so, particularly if the company keeps releasing profit upgrades. There's a few companies on the ASX doing exactly that. So let's have a look at this trading update. And straight away, we know it's going to be negative. Share price is down 31.3% as I speak. Maybe it's going up and down. Now, it's a little bit of a rally in the past minute or so. So let's have a look at the announcement. Trading update. So 9 pages long. I haven't had a look at this yet. I find it a little bit unusual that it's 9 pages long and it looks like it might be a presentation. Typically, if a company releases a trading update, profit upgrade, profit downgrade, it's 1 or 2 pages, not 9 pages. So maybe there's something else in this. And so on the first page, well, actually it's the third page, they're talking about trading update. And right away, they would like to update the market on emerging implications of the Australian government's temporary COVID-19 408 visa. The 408 visa provides blah, 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 blah. The number of studies is blah, 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 blah. Not sure what they're on about here. While the impacts are uncertain, NextEd is adopting measures to mitigate the effects. What effects? I don't understand what effects. So I'm a little bit unclear what's actually happening here. So hopefully, you can see the second point here. Emerging impacts of continuation of the 408 visa include, on section 1, they say the industry expected this visa to end in July 2023. So it seems like, so now my confusion has been lifted. sort of a veil has gone over my head. Now it's been lifted. So the industry expected this particular visa to end in July 2023, and the government says, no, we're going to continue this visa. So this is a shift and a change to government policy. And this is one of the reasons I don't like these sort of companies that can be significantly infected by changes in government policies. So possibly this is what has happened to NextEd Group today. A lot of uncertainty about how this is going to affect the company. So let's have a look at if they do mention any sort of financial, yep, here it is, financial implications. Now, what's interesting in the first point is they expect revenue to be greater than last year. So this company is growing their revenue. In fact, it's higher by between 35 and 44%. They also mention in the second point here that the impact of this visa continuing is difficult to quantify, given the positive mitigating actions, many of which are underway. However, NextEd is confident the measures it is putting in place will materially offset emerging 408 visa impacts. They also expect that the second half revenues in financial year 24 will be higher than both first half financial year 24. They've got the two in the wrong spot there. And so spelling mistake, they should proofread it. And the second half of financial year 23. So straight away, when I'm looking at financial implications, the company itself is not certain the impacts. So when the company is not certain about the material or financial impacts of this change in government policy, the market is uncertain. And the market doesn't like to be uncertain. The market doesn't like these potential risks. This is why the share price is down 30%. And I have seen this happen time and time and again. The market tends to overreact to these types of news flows from company. That's why the share price is down 30%. And I could understand why the share price might rally from here. The share price has reached the bottom because more than likely those who don't like the uncertainty, who don't like the risk, just sold en masse today. And those who see potential value, who think the market is overreacting, are taking positions in this company. I more than likely won't, simply because I don't like the business models of these companies. Now, just because I don't like the business models of these companies doesn't mean you don't have to. So if you do like this company, potentially this is an opportunity to buy this company at much cheaper prices. Now, last time I looked, the share price was bouncing. Is it continuing to bounce? It is bouncing quite nicely. So the low was 70.5 cents. So it's actually bounced 16 cents from its low. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is have a look at the chart. So the first thing you notice when you look at the chart is, so this is the daily chart going back to the end of 2021. Now, during the first half of 2022, share price going sideways, around about 60 to 69 cents. And the share price moved into a beautiful uptrend in late 2022, and it continued into the uptrend until May, about April, May of this year. In fact, the share price went from about 70 cents to a high of about $1.85. So the share price more than doubled in less than a year. Share price has been struggling since that high in April. In fact, it's fallen from about $1.85 down to about $1.20 before the release of this announcement. And then the share price has dropped significantly on massive volume. The volume today has been huge, and be able to see that huge volume when we look at the 1 hourly chart. So share price definitely in a downtrend before they released this announcement. So maybe there were some loose lips. Maybe there were some concerns about the continuation of this visa, and that's why the market was selling off. Maybe some very intelligent fund managers understood this risk and they decided to just sell out. But the share price definitely has bounced. You can just see the bounce has happened, particularly if you look at shorter term. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. So share price has bounced, got as low as 70 cents in the first hour. In fact, in the first 5 minutes, that's when we saw the low. That's when you should become interested in potentially taking a position in a company when the market overreacts. I've seen this actually happen quite often when the low is in that first hour, in that first 5 to 15 minutes. And a lot of volume, very high volume, all the way through to about, say, 1 p.m. And most of that volume is buying volume. We know it's buying because of the big green bars here. So most of the selling was in the first hour. And then since then, we've seen pretty good volume, pretty good buying coming in. So possibly the floor has been reached in the share price. Let's see if the share price is continuing to bounce. No, still at 86 cents. So now, to be honest with you, I don't know a lot about this company. Main reason I don't know a lot about this company is simply because I don't necessarily like the business model. Share price still bouncing, but that does not, exclude this company from being a potential buy for you, because maybe you do like this company, particularly if you've done the research on NextEd and you like the potential of this company in the future. And if the market is overreacting, maybe now is a perfect time to buy this company. So if you have a shareholder of this company, I'd love to hear your thoughts on NextEd Group. So leave your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who's qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for the video. Have a good day. Bye.